Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel again. In the last video, we saw some of the basic queries by using a real-time example in which we have created an oil company named ABC Oil Company. So here you can see we have ABC Oil Company, and we have, if you go and refresh this object and refresh it, so just go inside the tables and you can see that we have two tables. We have this table and we have refinery client. So let's see what are the data inside the disk table. So the data inside the disk table is we have disk name, status received, sales ID and location. And if we see what are the data inside this refinery client, so it's refinery name, unit sold, status sent and sales ID. So yeah, both are it's common by sales ID, as you can see that here. So let's start with the first query. So we have to print the district name. You have to print the district. So let me go back to this channel here and let me see what I have to do here. So because I have to do operation in this channel, so I try to see all the data inside the disk table. So we have to print the disk name. So this is the name we have to print here with the status received. So with the status received from the disk channel, so we have to print the status received and the disk name. So let's do that. So for that we have a basic command like select. So how you use select? What do I have to print? So disk name, right? And what do extra I have to print? The status received, right? status, right? And receipt. So status received, we have to print this name, status received from the this channel, right? So it is channels. So let's see what we get here. So what is the error here? The from the sorry, I just wrote the here from this channel I have to print. So as you can see that where we have an, so here we have something called this name and the status received. To see blanks, okay, I want to see only the data. Like if status received equals to true, I have to put t as small, and yeah, as you can see that the status true and the disk name is here. So let's move to the next query here. So we have to pick distinct keyword will help you to show the data only one time. Okay, so print distinct disk name. So for printing distinct disk names, we have to use a same select, and we have to use the keyword here distinct, and what do you have to print? Disk name, right? So we put disk name. We have to print this name from this table, right? So print distinct this name from this underscore. Now yeah, as you can see that we have printed that particular disk name. So everything was not common. So if you have like 2 or 3 company name which has been repeated here, so it should have shown only once. Yeah, it's the basic difference between refinery distinct keyword here. So now in the next query we have to see refinery name. C means we have to display here, display refinery name, unit sold, where unit sold is greater than 10,000 from refinery client table. So we have to use this table here. I will copy the data here. Let's see. So I have to use select what I have to print, refinery name, right? So let me see first like what are the data inside the refinery client. So here let's go. So we have to print this this name we have to print, and the unit sold, where unit sold is greater than 10,000. So we will get this part, we will get this part, and we will get this 3 data here, right? So let's see what will be our answer here. So refiner, refiner name, and we have to print extra refiner name and units sold, right? So units sold from table this, where units sold is greater than, right, greater than 10,000, 10,000. Now I'm correct, right? So yeah, detect that we will get the 3 values, and now we got the 3 values. So yeah, it's correct. And if you get confused by writing this whole query in a single line, you can do one thing: select here, then press enter here, from where we have to print here, then press enter again, so that it will split into 3 lines, and you can directly read from here, like select refiner name comma unit sold, from where we have to like take this name, so this table name, and the next line will be where clause where unit sold should be greater than 10,000. So yeah, the next part, we have to print the disk name and sales ID of 101 and 103 of this channel. So I have already wrote the query because I wanted to show you in a different way also. So yes, let's do one thing. So as here we have to print the disk name and sales ID of 101 and 103. So we have to write select disk name comma sales ID from this channel where sales ID in 101 and 103. So let's run this one. As you can see that we got this answer, right? So for getting the same answer, we can do one thing: just copy and paste it here, and just like sales ID equals to 1001 or SALE, SALE ID equals to 1003. So let me run this here, and as you can see that we got the same answer, right? So you can write it by this method also, and you can write it by this method also. So I already wrote this part, or you can write this. So same thing, I wrote the same thing here. So I will try to remove this part because I have already wrote it for you. I will copy paste whole this code in the description. You can get this whole code in the description section. So if you want to print the ascending and descending, is very simple. From the refiner table, if I want to print the select refiner name unit sold from the refiner client, same thing, we did the same thing, like refiner name unit sold from refiner client, we did the same thing, where sales ID equals to 101, order by, we have to just mention this line, we have to use this line, order by which, so unit sold, and the procedure for this printing the order should be ascending. So it will start from the small and it will go small to the bigger. So you can see that started from the smaller one and it goes to the bigger one. So it's the basic thing about this order by clause. And if you want to know about group by clause, so if you see here, we have selected this name. So from where we got the this name? So if we go back to this table here and if we run this query, so and from this name and from the location, okay, from the disk name comma location, from this channel, from this table, group by location, and this name order by location. So it should the name who's starting with A should be ordered at first, and the name county B should be in the below. So let's go and see this part. So see, county A, county A, county A, and county B, and county B. So it's something like we are trying to arrange the data and trying to grouping all those things and printing the data. So yeah, and if you want to do the join here, so very important join is inner join. So we want to disk name and unit sold. So as you can see that if we disk name and unit sold, right? So we have something called disk name here, and we have called unit sold here. So if we want disk name and unit sold, so how to do that? So we will select the table disk name comma disk name. So we are trying to create a like how we try to create a referencing, like we are doing the same thing from the disk channel. We are trying to dot is a reference operator here, cross disk name. So we are trying to get the disk name from the disk channel and unit sold from the refined table from this channel. So from this channel is the table name, inner join refinery client on which we have to do on the ID, because both in the both table we have a foreign key called sales ID, right? So on this channel dot sales ID equals to refinery client dot sales ID. If you run this query here, then you can see that this name and the unit sold, we got that part. So yeah, that's all for this video. If you like this video, give a thumbs up and see you in the next video. Thank you and have a nice day to all. Bye.